Ah, Jesus. Whew. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a huge thanks and shout out to my man Stans, because he went ahead and bought one of my patches. Alright, he listened to what I had to say in my last video, which is if you post a picture and you tag me in the photo on Instagram, I will go ahead and I will follow you. I will like that photo that you tagged me in. I will comment on that photo, and then I will also DM you. We can have a nice little private discussion. And then I went ahead and asked him, hey, do you mind if I post this picture in my next video so I can give you a nice little shout out? And he was like, of course not, bro. So Stans, thank you again so much for picking up one of my patches. I really do appreciate it. It really does help support the channel. So guys, if you want to be featured and get a nice little shout out in one of my next videos, go ahead, pick up your boy's patch. The links will be in the description. But anyways, other than that, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Oh, and if you're one of the people who already bought one of my patches, please go ahead and post a picture on Instagram and tag me in it so I can do the same with you. But yeah, that's all. What is going on, you guys? Steven here from Airsoft Tech. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. I am bringing you guys another unboxing video. This freaking thing is so damn heavy. Every time I get a package from Lancer Tactical, they always hook it up. They're always super nice, and they always make this box literally like almost 100 pounds. I'm already sweating like crazy though. I've been outside for literally 2 minutes. I don't want to waste any more of your guys' time, so let's go ahead and get right into this unboxing, and we are gonna see what I got. Alright, so really quickly, I'm not sure if my face is in the camera screen right now or in the camera frame, but I want to give a huge thanks to Lancer Tactical for hooking it up. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. Without them, this video and the following videos after this one will not have been possible. So I already see some guns. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what they actually sent me. I may have opened this upside down. I think I did, but I opened it up with the label facing up, so I don't think... Ooh! They sent a hat? Oh shit. All right, really quickly, just wanted to show you guys this hat. This is actually a pretty cool hat. I like the camo going on here, the camo scheme or whatever. Then they actually have their logo, Lancer Tactical. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's in the Velcro area right here. And then they have more Velcro. They have a Velcro strip right here. Anything on the top? No. But yeah, so a pretty nice hat. I wasn't expecting them to include something like this, so thank you. Guys, check this out. Their own BBs. I didn't know Lancer Tactical made their own BBs. LancerTactical.com. I like the black and green color scheme going on here. 0.28 gram biodegradable BBs. 5,100 rounds, you guys. I've never seen an amount like this. Maybe I just haven't been looking around. I always see 5,000s, 2,000s, or 2,500s, 10,000s, but 5,100, a little bit more unique. But yeah, so 5,100 rounds of biodegradable BBs, 0.28 grams that is. We got a hat, and then we got the main items right here. Let's go ahead and get into those. Let me just move these boxes out the way. Boom. Okay, so we got 2 guns, we got the BBs, we got a hat. So I don't know what's in here. This one's actually opening up a little bit. So I don't know which one I want to open up first. I kind of just want to open this one up, and we'll get to that one second. So yeah, let me just go ahead and move this, and we will open this guy up. All right, you guys, moment of truth. I don't know which one this is. I know what they were sending me, but I don't know which one is in which box. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. I was thinking they were sending me something else. But here we go. Quite a bit of stuff in here. We got a nice Lancer Tactical patch. We got some stickers, the manual, the gun itself. We got a little white box, the magazine. We got a foregrip. We got more BBs. Oh, I think this is a manual. Oh no, this may be the... Oh, I think this is just like a promotional thing or a catalog. Nope. I think this is the manual. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. All right, so let's just go ahead and go one by one. First up, we got the little bag of BBs. I don't even know what these are. Do they say what they are? 0.20 gram extreme precision BBs. Do they say how many you get in here? Oh, 1,000. I'm stupid. I can't even see that. All right, you guys. So I haven't even mentioned this yet. I don't know why, but the name of the gun, the main item you guys are looking at, this is the Gen 2 M4 from Lancer Tactical. This is the revamped version, more upgraded. Just overall, it's the way better version of their M4 series for beginners, that is. This is only $109. It's so freaking cheap. And yeah, again, this is Gen 2. And just by looking at the materials they're using for their exterior build or whatever, you know, for the upper lower receivers, their externals, period, is so much better. Because I actually do believe I had one of the Gen 1s, or I got my hands on a Gen 1 before when those were released. And this already looks so much better. Here we just have a standard M4 high capacity magazine. It is indeed metal, Lancer Tactical logo on the bottom, wind up wheel right there, trap door on the top, just like any other standard M4 high cap magazine. Next up, why don't we just go ahead and cover the battery. So this is actually Lancer Tactical's brand, I think. I don't know, but Lancer Tactical, as you can see right there, I believe this is a 9.6 volt battery. Oh yeah, right there. It is not an 8.4 volt, so you get a 9.6 right out of the box. And a lot of people were saying they were running lipos with this thing, and they said it was running like a beast. I wouldn't really recommend doing it if you're a complete beginner. You want this thing to last as long as it possibly can. Definitely just use a 9.6. But if you want to test it out, you know, you're not too scared about, you know, this thing breaking on you, or faster than it would if you were to use a 9.6. I guess you can go ahead and shoot, you know, go with an 11.1, but I'd recommend just sticking with this guy right here. Moving on though, here we do have a foregrip, as you guys can see, just a standard plastic foregrip. I think you untwist it here. Yeah, you slide it on and then you twist it back and it tightens. So a pretty nice foregrip. Guys, sweat is literally dripping off of me. It's so freaking hot. I'm not even really moving. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what's in this white box. I am sure it is a charger. Charger indicator light will turn off when battery is fully charged. So I don't know if this is technically a smart charger, or if it's just better than a standard wall charger, because as I just read, yeah, right there, you guys can see that a light, this light will come on when you're charging it and it will turn off, you know, notifying you, hey, your battery is done charging, unplug me. But I don't think it actually, you know, cuts off the currents or whatever like a smart charger would. I will double check though, and whatever it is, I will, you know, correct myself on the screen right now. But yeah, so they do include a 9.6 volt battery and then a nice charger for you to go ahead and use right out of the box. Anyways though, let's go ahead and get into the main item. This is what you guys are waiting for. This is the gun itself, the Gen 2. Wow, this thing feels super solid. You know, some guns when you pick them up, they feel cheap, or like the plastic creaks and they just feel, you know, just really cheap. This thing doesn't feel like that at all. And this thing is freaking $109. This is barely over $100. It's crazy what you can get for your money nowadays. Yeah, so here's the first gun. Okay, you guys saw it. We will go back to this, don't worry. I want to unbox the second gun, so let's go ahead and set this down and we'll get to the second gun over there. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the second gun here. I think I know which one it is. It's just which color it is. But let's go ahead, open it. Let's see. Okay, it is the tan one. And right off the bat, you guys can see the biggest difference. Bang, bang, right there. The nice key mod rail system. Oh my god, this thing looks so nice. I'm happy they sent me this in tan or dark earth rather than the black one. I don't have too many guns in this color. All right, so let's just go and go through everything really quickly, because there's not a lot of things here that are different. The only thing different here is the color. But yeah, so again, metal, high cap magazine, wheel on the bottom, trap door on the top, as you guys can see. Super simple, standard M4 mag. Next up, again, same batteries. This is a 9.6, I believe. Yep, 9.6 Lancer Tactical battery. I don't even know. I think this is their own battery. I don't know. But yeah, same battery, same magazine. Again, you have the BBs. I'm not even gonna show you. And I think this is the same charger. I'm not even gonna open that. The real difference here is the gun itself, and it is the beautiful key mod. And this one is more expensive. So the other one with just the normal rail system, that is $109. This will be $119. So it's a $10 difference. And I think you should definitely get this one, because this one's so much nicer. And you actually have flip up iron sights, which I'm just now noticing. I didn't even know it came with those. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this out of the box. All right, so I quickly just want to show you guys this one, just again, really quickly, because I want to go back to the other one, cover that one a little bit, then we'll come back to this one. But since I already gave you guys a close-up of the other one, I wanted to quickly do it for this one as well. You got that nice charging handle. Let's go ahead and flip it around. Very nice. Got that gray dust cover. Again, that key mod rail system though. One thing though, these up here, you can't use those. Those are just for look. The size of whatever they are, the size isn't, you know, right or meant for putting any accessories on there. So the only way you can mount accessories is on this side right here, this side right here, and then the bottom as well. So the ones like kind of in, you know, diagonally, like this one right here, here, and then there, you cannot use. You can only use the ones on the sides, directly on the sides and the bottom. Anyways though, yeah, this thing is freaking beautiful. And again, $120, this is ridiculous. All right, so here is the first gun we unboxed. You guys remember I said I was quickly just gonna go over that. We're going over this one now in, you know, better detail. Then we'll go back over the other gun. I sorry if that was confusing, but I think you guys know what I mean. But yeah, so here is the gun. Got that nice full metal outer barrel. You have your front iron sight here. Moving on though, we do have the rail system. Yeah, this is the normal rail system. system one. And guys, they have so many versions of their new Gen 2 M4s, and I will be talking about that in a second. I just want to quickly show you guys the guns themselves. But yeah, they do provide rail covers, which is pretty nice. It does move quite a bit, but that's not too big of a deal. Personally, I probably won't even have these on. I would take these off. But yeah, so moving down to the upper and lower receiver, got the nice new materials for the external build. So much nicer. They feel so much better, and I can't believe this is only $109, barely over $100, and you get this. Absolutely stunning. Got the mag release, pretty standard stuff. You got the I was about to call it the charging handle, the carrying handle. Let's see if it works. Yep, pretty good. Then you got the charging handle right here, which is metal. I love the extended arm right here. Just go ahead, pull that. Then you have your rotary hop up, very nice. I love the gray dust cover. Just gives a little more poppy, you know, it looks a little nicer. Then we have the metal trigger. Oh, what does that say? Made in China. Anyways though, you do have the forward assist button. I don't really think that does anything. And then getting back here, you have the retractable stock, and I believe this is where the batteries are going to be housed. So let me go ahead, pop the butt plate off. Yep, just go ahead and do that. Very nice. Let's see the connectors real fast. I'm curious if they're just normal Tamiya. Yep, they are normal Tamiya. There it is, just like so. Got plenty of battery space. These stocks, you can pretty much house anything, so you don't have to worry about getting a specific battery. Most batteries would definitely fit this. And they also, again, they provided that 9.6, that nunchuck or battery style or butter. Who'd you guys rather? Quit stuttering! I can't even speak today, bro. But they gave you that 9.6, that nunchuck or butterfly style. I don't even know, but you guys know the battery I'm talking about. Pop that back on. Did I do it? I think I did it. I think so. Anyways though, okay. Yeah, tons of battery space. You go to use pretty much whatever you want. I'm showing you guys this side now. You have the Lancer Tactical logo, then you have 6mm caliber, and then you have a serial number right there. And then you have the selector switch right here. So you have safe, semi. Ooh, that's the first time I've ever done that. That clicks into place really nicely. So there's that, and then you have full auto as well, obviously. Do you guys hear that? Oh, it clicks in so nicely. It is not ambidextrous, and the mag release is not ambidextrous as well. Anyways though, this is the Lancer Tactical Gen 2 M4 with the normal rail system. All right, so again, $109 for this thing. This is freaking crazy. Links will be in the description. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into the nicer one, or the one I would personally buy, which is the key mod version. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Right off the bat, I can tell this thing is so much lighter, and I love that you can just basically wrap your whole hand around the freaking key mod rail system here and look down the sights. And these flip up iron sights, that's one thing you don't get on that other gun. These things are pretty cool as well. They're kind of stiff, but they do the job. So let's just go ahead and pop that down. And I'm looking at the camera screen. The camera is making this look much darker than it actually is, so I apologize about that. But anyways, all you have to do for the flip up iron sights, all you have to do is pull that back and it should release. There we go. So you just got to wear them in. As I said, they're a little stiff. Same thing with the front one. That one works pretty well actually. So pretty cool flip up iron sights. You got the nice key mod rail system right here. Remember, these ones up here, this one right here, over here, and then this one right in the middle. Again, those do not work. You can only use the ones directly on the sides and at the bottom, and they do provide some rail segments right out of the box. You have that one right there, and then you have two side ones on both sides of the gun. But yeah, so there's the full metal outer barrel. Everything is pretty much polymer on this gun. The rear sling points right here though are not. Those are metal, so that is pretty nice. I believe the dust cover is metal. Yep, that is metal. You have the mag release, which is metal. The bolt catch and bolt release or whatever is metal as well, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't lock back on this one either. But yeah, so there's your rotary hop up. Very nice. Go ahead and release that. The trigger is metal. The trigger guard is metal. Made in China? Yep, made in China. And then I believe the buffer tube is metal. Yeah, so all the important pieces are metal, and then obviously all the internals for these Gen 2 M4s are metal. So I believe this is the same exact thing though. I want to pop this off though, just to check it out. Yep, same exact thing. Remember, they included that 9.6 battery in the box, so you have a battery to run with and play around with. You don't have to buy anything else if you don't want to. So let's go put this back on. But yeah, I guess I could just quickly show you guys a nice close-up of the gun. Man, this thing is nice, and it's actually pretty light, you know, obviously because it's completely constructed out of polymer, but still very, very nice. And for $120, these things are looking pretty nice, okay, and they feel nice. Now the test is seeing how they shoot. So I actually have, I know I didn't say to do this, and I wouldn't recommend you to do it if you're a complete beginner, this is your first gun. I have an 11-1, all right, it's charged. I'm just gonna be messing around with the gun, just gonna be shooting it a little bit. I'm gonna load the magazine up, plug an 11-1 LiPo into the gun, and we're going to shoot both of them in the IV. They should shoot exactly the same. The only difference is, remember, is the furniture basically. But let me go ahead and do this, and we are going to see how these things actually shoot. Wait. For some reason, I thought it was electric blowback. I don't know why. This thing's pretty nice on an 11-1. Damn, okay, gotta do full auto. Here we go. So it's not actually all that fast on an 11-1. I thought it was gonna be like, and like just be like, that's too fast and you should just use a 9.6. That didn't sound all that bad. And it sounded pretty nice on an 11-1, you know, because I saw Airsoftology, Jonathan, he did his review on this thing and he used an 11-1, and he even said, he was like, this thing was, it was doing okay on an 11-1. He wasn't really that scared. But yeah, this thing feels pretty damn nice. The trigger response was pretty snappy on this 11-1. Rate of fire, as I said, was nice. It wasn't like overly crazy. And for $120, that's the biggest thing I can't get over yet. Ooh, this one feels much more snappy and like pronounced. The other one seemed a little screechy. I may have to adjust the motor height. You know, the motor height adjustment screw on the motor grip. This one feels, maybe it's the trigger. I don't know, this one feels more firm. I don't know how to explain it. Let's go and do full auto. Doesn't it sound, I don't know, maybe the camera won't do it justice, but it feels different when being shot. Let's go ahead and shoot it a little bit more. I don't really know how to explain it, but this one feels maybe a little bit nicer when being shot. Yeah, I don't know, this one just feels different when being shot for some reason compared to that one. That one feels good being shot, don't get me wrong. They both feel really nice when you're shooting them. This one just feels different in a way. I don't know how to explain it. Biggest thing though, I can't believe, I know I've said this like a billion times throughout this video, I cannot believe this thing, the key mod is only $120. And the normal other versions of these Gen 2 M4s are $109, $110. Literally a little over $100 gets you these. This was never around when I first started Airsoft. The Airsoft industry, you guys, it's getting better and better. You are getting more and more for your money as time goes on. Lancer Tactical, you guys did one hell of a job creating these things, and I love the price point, all right? And no, I'm not just saying that because this was sent out to me to do videos on. This is honestly my honest opinion, and even Jonathan, as I said, Airsoftology, he even agrees with me. He thinks these things are pretty freaking sweet too. Anyways though, Lancer Tactical, thank you. I really appreciate you guys sending these out to me to do videos on, so stay tuned for the upcoming reviews. I'm not going to have reviews on this one and then this one. They are literally basically the same gun, besides the furniture, the color and stuff like that. So I'll do the review and I'll basically be featuring both of them in one video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Again, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I'm almost at 100K. If you're watching this and I've already passed 100K, still click that subscribe button. All right, please, I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and smack that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that as well. But yeah, you guys, that is going to be it. I have some pretty big things coming in the next couple or few weeks, so stay tuned for that. For 100K, it's the first time I'm ever trying something like this. And in addition to that, this big thing that I'm talking about that I don't want to spoil yet, another thing I'm doing, I'll also be having another special guest return for some things that he is going to do, or she, I don't know. I'm sure you guys know who that is though, if you've been with me for a little bit now. Anyways, you guys, that is going to do it for this unboxing video. You already know I'm wearing the Lancer Tactical hat. I actually really like this thing, it's pretty nice. But yeah, anyways though, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, but until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Almost just hit my camera.